as we think about our carbon future, we need to decarbonize our energy system completely. We need to move to a full renewable energy system. But because we've waited so long, it's entirely possible that we'll also need to remove carbon from the atmosphere. And to do that, we can do several things. One are natural solutions like growing forests or repairing damaged ecosystems so they absorb carbon to grow plants. And then the other are the anthropogenic or the industrial versions. And these are controversial. There are people who think we must do them. There's others like myself who think we might need to do them, but they come with a number of problems, from environmental to social and racial justice. But the idea of these so-called CCS, or carbon capture scenarios, or CCUS, carbon capture and use, is that we still burn fossil fuels, but we capture all of the emitted carbon at the power plant, or we suck it directly out of the air using different sorts of scrubbers. And that produces carbon dioxide. In some cases, it produces solid carbon, like weathering of rocks. And these are all methods that, for a often quite high cost of energy, they can remove carbon. Now, the irony here is that even if you think these technologies work and are affordable, which is not clear at all to me, then what you get is a situation where this extends the life of fossil fuels because they won't be seen as so negative. The problem is that there are many issues and challenges associated with burning fossil fuels, not just CO2. And so if this is a lifeline to more carbon burning in the future, it is probably a very bad deal. We may need to do it because we've waited so long to start our decarbonization. But there are challenges with all the technologies where you simply scrub it out at a coal or gas burning power plant, or whether you extract it directly from the air in different carbon scenarios where big fans would blow the air across a substrate that would selectively pull out the carbon dioxide molecules that are at about a 1 in a million percentage, and methane, CH4, is about a 1 in a billion percentage. Well, it's a complex story because carbon captured anywhere does reduce the global carbon budget. So it doesn't matter if it takes place in the Congo or Kenya or Canada or the United States or China. It's part of our global carbon budget. That said, it is an expensive technology, and in almost every case, in fact, I would be happy saying in every case, it's better not to emit the carbon in the first place. Because renewable energy is now cheaper than fossil fuels, our number one job should be entirely switching our energy usage, both in power plants and in industry and for our vehicles, to clean technologies, and then to remove the carbon that we cannot remove, so-called hard to decarbonize sectors, like some areas of industry. We might need to do some carbon capture. If it was me, I would probably be doing most of my carbon capturing by protecting and regenerating forests and natural ecosystems, mangrove swamps, coastal areas. But there is a very significant group that thinks we should do these so-called industrial methods as part of our carbon policy. And of course, many of the methods that are talked about in terms of carbon capture at the industrial level would likely be done more easily at fossil fuel burning facilities in rich countries, and many of the natural solutions like investing in mangrove swamps, protecting the Congo, the Amazon, the Borneo rainforests would be more directly applicable in developing or industrializing countries.